What's up, Leo? I am Amber. This is Orion Royalty, and today I'm going to do a general read for you, so it may or may not resonate. Okay? So, Leo, I was hearing the song by Tracy Chapman, Give Me One Reason to Stay Here. So, I'll start with telling you what's already out here. I have pulled for like the overall energy, the overall vibe of the reading. From the major arcana deck, we have the High Priestess in reverse. At the bottom of the deck is El Diablo in reverse. Okay. What's underneath that? The Lovers in reverse. Don't play with me, Spirit. Do not play with me. Over here for Amberisms, we have You Make Me Laugh. And then at the bottom, we have Let's Put a Fucking Pin in That Shit. Okay. Oh my god, the whole deck just fell over. Oh, we have something. I'm not even going to show you this card because I don't even. Okay, I was going to say. Apparently, I spilled something on it. Probably coffee. Anyways, it says something don't feel right because it ain't right. We belong together in reverse underneath that. Anyways, okay. So I feel like you spoke your truth, Leo, to someone here. Maybe there was mind games going on. Or if it wasn't mind games, it just... there might have just been like some interference. Like things just weren't going smoothly. Okay, so the overall vibe that I was getting from the Tracy Chapman song, because the part that I was hearing was I don't want no one to squeeze me. It might take away my life. They might take away my life. I just want someone to hold me and rock me through the night. Something like that. Sorry if I fucked up. You know, it is what it is. But I feel like, Leo, you weren't really asking a lot from this person. Like, I feel like you still wanted your space. You wanted to give your person their space. You didn't want to lose yourself in a connection, right? You wanted to have your own lives or something like that. And now I'm hearing the part where, at the very end, where she says, I told you that I love you and there ain't no more to say. I feel like you have expressed to yourself, you know, the fact that the song is Give Me One Reason to Stay Here. I feel like you really enjoy with You Make Me Laugh. This isn't how I was originally seeing this card, okay? But I feel like you genuinely enjoy spending time with this person. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you enjoy spending time with this person, and I feel like you haven't been like applying pressure to the situation, you know. But I feel like every time you try to express yourself, or maybe this was the first time that you were like, hey, you know, I'm really vibing with this. I feel like your answer is, not right now. I don't want to talk about it. Let's just enjoy the moment, is what I heard. Hell no. But, you know, maybe we'll dig into it, but maybe there have been, you know, many different things that have been like barriers or obstacles, or just maybe just like disagreements or arguments. I feel like that wanted to come out. It is kind of giving ultimatum, okay? It's like, okay, I told you how I feel. If you can't open up and you can't, you know, reveal your truth, then clearly, you know, I need to move on. But give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Okay? So, we have the Four of Swords. I feel like I'm speaking to a very chill Leo here, okay? Because, or maybe you're watching for a Leo and you are just really chill, because I feel like Tracy Chapman would be like really, really chill. The song is really, really chill, even though it's deep and soulful and emotional. Like, it's still really chill, you know, like the vibes are really chill. And I feel like you are chilling, you are cool on moving forward if you need to. I don't know, we'll see what Spirit... Okay, or maybe we're just acting like we're chill. I told you that I loved you and there ain't no more to say. Spirit's bringing it back up. I told you that I loved you. There ain't no more to say. Boy, I feel like I just had to breathe all the way out there. I feel like you have really tried to invest in this connection and you know, and you know, like I was saying, this doesn't feel like an awful connection, right? It just feels like maybe two people who are not on the same page. Because this doesn't feel like hella toxic. I don't know. Everybody's situation is going to be different. But from what I'm seeing thus far, it doesn't feel like aggressive and narcissistic and toxic. So if that is what is happening in your situation, I would probably say this is not your read. Okay? However, yeah, because the devil's out here in reverse as well. Okay, so I don't feel like this is a situation that is like full of toxicity. I feel like even though someone is not putting pressure on a situation, it's like they're still needing that reassurance. Okay, because again, this is giving me the vibe of two people who, like I said, haven't lost themselves in a connection. Like, they have their own lives, right? And I think that both of you have been okay with that. I feel like both of you are, yeah, I feel like both of you are still okay with that. But I do feel like you or someone in this situation feels like they have invested and they're ready to see the return. But it's like, I don't know how to explain this, because it's not exactly giving me the energy of there is no reciprocity, there is no equal give and take. I feel like there was a little bit of equal give and take, but it does feel like someone is wanting to know, okay, should I continue to invest in this, right? Because we do have death out here in reverse. Should I continue to invest in this and see where this takes us? Okay. Or am I wasting my time? And do I just need to move on? Like, I feel like both of you were okay with how things were going. But there was like, yeah, okay, and that's what I was going to say earlier. You know, sorry. Clarifying this Ace of Pentacles, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. I feel like you're down for some kind of new beginning here. The Magician in reverse. But again, it's like, it feels like maybe one person. Yeah, okay. So because the both of you, okay, stay with me. I'm sorry. I'm here trying to figure it out too, okay? Because both of you have very like I keep wanting to say like separate lives, okay? I don't know. But it's like you have your thing that you do and this person has their thing that they do. And I feel like we're okay with that, but we do need a little bit of reassurance to know that, okay, are we both invested? Right? Can I trust you? Yeah, that's what I heard. Can I trust you? And I feel like someone every time, or the first time, which would be now, right? When this is talked about, it makes somebody very uncomfortable. Okay, yeah, we have the Sun in reverse, clarifying the Four of Swords, and the Tower in reverse. Okay, exactly. After a tower comes a death and a rebirth. So I feel like I don't know why I'm getting like the flash on a camera. Someone could be a photographer, or someone could just take a lot of selfies. Maybe the two of you are trying not to look at one another's social media here. Somebody likes Doritos. I don't know. Anyways. But I do feel like both of you are at least missing one another. Okay? I don't feel like either one of you are in this horrible spot where it's like, oh, I just can't go on, you know. And I think it is because we actually had a bit of a healthy situation here. Where it's like you have your life, I have mine. Right? So it's like, I feel like both of you are leaning in on your separate lives, okay? But I don't really feel like either one of you are really happy about this situation, although one or both of you may be on social media acting like you're cool on it. We have the Chariot out here, Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Leo, I feel like you I definitely feel like this could be an online connection, okay? Because again, I'm seeing like a flash, you know, like from camera. I don't know. Like, you know, when you turn your flashlight, not your flashlight, but the flash on your camera. I don't know. That's what it's reminding me of. I feel like someone is waiting to hear, yes, I want you to, turn around, right? Like, someone is hoping that they will be given a reason to turn around with the Chariot here. Someone may like Tu Wong Fu. I love that movie. I mean, who doesn't love I don't know. Anyone my age, you love, I don't know. Anyways, but this is very much reminding me of Patrick Swayze. And my mind went to Tu Wong Fu. Now they're showing me John Leguizamo, like when they're actually in the car traveling. I don't know. Spirit, why are you showing me that? There's something, I mean, I guess we'll get further into it, but there's something, I don't want to make this too long. There's something about someone thinking that they were prepared to go on some kind of trip. And now, okay, let me rephrase that because that might not make sense. That's not what I mean to say. Okay, the trip feels like a journey in love. Okay, not like, I mean, it could be physical travel, especially if it is a connection where it's online. Okay. Sorry, somebody messaged me. Yeah, okay. I was like, in my mind, I was like, I would not be surprised if the Six of Pentacles came out, and here it is, okay? And I don't take this deck in reverse, so it won't be coming out in reverse. I don't feel like it's a situation where there isn't there isn't unequal give and take, but there might be in the area of expressing how someone really feels. And I feel like it is because they are kind of afraid of this journey in love, but they're like trying to put on this front that like I was born to do that, or like I don't know how to explain that. We'll get back to that, okay? I'm sorry. This is kind of, anyways. So Spirit, clarify the Four of Swords and the Sun card. We have the Eight of Cups in. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay. And it's sitting over this Four of Swords and this Sun card in reverse. I feel like, and I just said I don't take this in reverse. I knew it. I knew it was going to want to come out in reverse. Okay. But we'll take that. We'll note it. I mean, somebody's got to make a move here, okay? Because I do see this all the time. Like, I feel like both of you want to continue on in this connection, okay? I feel like neither one of you want this to be over. Neither one of you are wanting to walk away, okay? But both of you are so nonchalant, so chill, that it is, I mean, it just feels like unless somebody, well, I don't know, yeah, because I look back up here and Spirit was like, okay, the ultimatum was already given, okay? But just know that, so with that coming out, I don't feel like this person is going to be taking any action on like expressing how they feel. Sorry, I know that's probably not something that you want to hear. We have the World in reverse, okay? And I was literally like, okay. Anyways, it doesn't matter. But the World is also an energy of being, you know, online, World Wide Web, okay? And it's sitting over this energy where I'm seeing the flash. I don't know, this feels kind of heavy. It feels like it just took a turn for Heavyville. Now we have the Four of Swords, okay? So Leo, I feel like it is stronger on the side that you are kind of, I don't want to say wanting more from this connection, but kind of, because you're wanting to know that you're investing for the right reasons. You want to know that after all this time already invested, yes, there is love here. There is loyalty. Especially if it is online. Because that would mean that the two of you are long distance. You know, no wonder separate lives is coming out here. Okay, I will say whoever this person is, and I'm sorry, but I do need to be honest with you. I feel like even though you are heavily on this person's mind, I definitely feel like they visit you in the dream state. And this is really weird because I'm like getting that, Four of Wands in reverse, and I do feel like this person misses you a lot, but if I'm being honest, I feel like they're not going to act on it, okay? And I feel like maybe right now you are acting like you are chill, you are cool on not looking at this person or not talking to this person or whatever the hell it is, right? And I feel like your person is in that same energy. I feel like they are missing you, this, that, and the third. However, I don't feel like they are gonna give you one reason to turn around, okay? At least not in this moment. We'll keep pulling, okay? But, and of course, everybody's situation is gonna be different, but I'm gonna say it's heavier on the side. And when I say heavier on the side, I mean there's probably more people that are going to be resonating with the fact that this person really isn't gonna act on how they're feeling. Okay, with the Four of Swords. But let's keep going. The World in reverse, bro. And again, I guess I took this deck in reverse anyways. And that was the second time, okay? So maybe we have had a situation, because I'm going to turn it back over. I mean, geez, what's wrong with my brain right now? I feel like maybe this is a pattern, okay? Maybe we have walked away from this person asking for a reason to stay and they gave it, and then the same pattern happened, and then you walked away asking for a reason to stay and then they gave it, and now it's happening for the third motherfucking time. And I feel like it's very interesting. That doesn't that doesn't have to be your situation. Dang. I just put her boobies all on YouTube. On the internet. Okay. Anyways, I'm just really curious. I'm going to keep pulling before I say anything else, because I don't know, you could have told this person, like, I'm not doing this anymore. Yeah, we have the Seven of Cups. Okay, we also have Temperance in reverse that came out. I'm going to put those together. Maybe this person is taking what you said very seriously now, and because I do feel like this person cares about you. I don't feel like they want to hurt you. I just feel like they're not ready for this journey, and that's just on period. And it doesn't make it hurt any less. I totally get that, but it's very much the case that the reason why this person is like, I just need to chill, I need to let this person move on, is because they don't want to continue to put you through this cycle. Okay, yeah, exactly. Spirit just showed me that Temperance is out here in reverse. It's overdue. Okay, this person feels like it's overdue for them to step up. You know, the Seven of Cups can be an energy about fantasizing, okay, or daydreaming type vibes. Maybe this person promised some kind of fantasy, some kind of dream life, or whatever, and it's overdue for this person to show up on those promises, okay? With the Magician in reverse. It has not, you have not seen the product of said promises. So you're trying, 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You're like, okay, you know what? I don't know. I feel like you are like, I'm unburdening myself. But I feel like you really care about this person and you want them to give you a reason to turn right back around. But I do feel like, Leo, hate me if you want to, but I do feel like Spirit says pull a couple more. Yeah, I'm gonna get, I do feel like this person might not fight for this connection. Spirit, can you just give me a couple more on what this person needs to know if they are still watching after I just told them what they didn't want to hear? The Hierophant in reverse and the Queen of Swords. Okay. So, you know, anything is possible, and energy, these are just energies that we read here. Okay. It's a snapshot of energy in this moment in time, sometimes in the past, sometimes in the future. Okay. So this can change. Energies can change every 5 minutes, just like we can change our mind every 5 minutes. Okay. But what I am seeing here right now in this moment in time, yeah, is don't waste your time. And I don't feel like I really have to preach this to you, because it feels like you're already on the right path. But the advice here is, you know, maybe we are used to seeing this person come back and now they're not. You know, whatever. But if this person doesn't return, right? Like, it's okay, but if we are over here acting like we're okay with this, instead of actually feeling like, you know what, I am okay with this. If we are in that energy and we are anticipating this person to come back in with more false promises, because please hear me, they are false promises. In this moment in time, this person cannot deliver. And I know that sucks to hear, and I'm sorry, but it is what it is. And I think that you understand that, right? In this moment in time, it feels like this person is kind of releasing you. Yeah, and I'm just noticing that this Queen of Swords is kind of like almost looking like she's releasing a butterfly. Okay, I feel like this person is releasing you to transform or go find what you're looking for here. But heavy energy on this person releasing you, and not because they don't love you, not because they don't want you in their life, but simply because they know that they are hurting you by not being able to deliver what they have promised, and they don't want to hurt you anymore, which is a very mature thing. Okay, a toxic person would just sit here and repeat the cycle, right? So at least you can know that, okay, I'm not going to say that because it's going to be different for everybody, but again, like I said, these are just snapshots of energy. This person can always change their mind, okay? It may be different, hell, tomorrow, 5 minutes from now, okay? But the advice here is to just act as if, because it very well could be that this person may just release you and let you go find what you're looking for. Find something better, right? There's always that possibility. So, I think that we do need to, in this moment, accept what has happened, right? And possibly heal with the Four of... So I really feel like both of you are needing to take some time out to heal, and maybe both of you are, because both came out in the upright. And so I would just focus on processing, you know, this relationship, processing what happened, what it's taught you, whatever. I don't know. Spirit, what is the final advice for Leo? Of course, this is already at 30 minutes. Yeah, okay, exactly. I feel like we need to rest, we need to heal, we need to regain, you know. And I mean, if you are somebody who is this, you know, independent, and you have your own life going on, okay, you know, if it's not the case that this is just, you know, online and you guys are at long distance, whatever, anchor yourself into, you know, the things that you enjoy in life, okay? Get your head straight, you know. Oh, that made sense. What else is out here? Okay, we have infinity with unlimited potential. Yeah, potential. Okay, so again, you know, and I love tarot, obviously. I love tarot, right? But I will definitely be the first to say that sometimes it's just really good to not think about what is going to happen in the future. Sometimes it's very peaceful to just be in the moment, you know, especially after a season or a moment of pain, right? Something painful happening. You know, it's good to just be with self in the moment and say, you know what, this is how I'm feeling. I'm going to feel this or do whatever it is, you know, that I need to do to process these emotions. And then we're going to move on from there. I don't need to know how this person is feeling and what's going on with them. Right now, I need to focus on myself. Yeah. Okay. We have crystals. And it says achievement. Yeah, achievement. And we have tree with ancestry. Okay. Bottom of the deck. We have angel numbers with confirmation. Okay. So with the infinite, unlimited potential, it's like we just kind of have to give this to the universe. Okay. Your ancestors could have a heavy hand in like trying to help this person out, or their ancestors are trying to develop them into, you know, a higher version of themselves, a more elevated version of themselves. And maybe that's just a process that's going to take some time. So we need to focus on ourselves over here. Okay. Focus on our own achievements. Okay. So, like I said, with the unlimited potential, give this to the universe, okay? This person might come back bigger and better, okay? Once they've healed and processed and thought about what they've learned from this connection, okay? It is possible that this person can return. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. But the more we release it to the universe, the better it works in our favor. The more that we focus on what we need to do and what is in front of us, the universe will do the rest. So that is kind of the final advice here. And I know that's easier said than done, right? But if it's meant to be, it will be. And I know that's kind of like corny and, you know, woo-woo, but it is true. You know, and if it's meant to be, then this person will give you a reason to turn right back around. And if not, then thank the universe that we didn't get stuck in a situation that isn't what's meant for us. Okay, so I do hope that this helped, Leo, and I hope that you have a wonderful day or evening wherever you are.